Welcome to another deep dive. You know we love to get practical on this show, and today we're tackling a book that's been a guiding light for countless people, Wallace D. Wattles' How to Get What You Want.
It's a classic for a reason. Wattles gets right to the point, and he doesn't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, he doesn't beat around the bush, does he? Like
Yeah.
right off the bat, he says success isn't about luck or circumstance. It's about tapping into this thing he calls power consciousness. What's the deal with that?
It's really about understanding that you already have everything you need to succeed. It's all within you.
Okay, so it's an inside job.
Exactly. It's not just about thinking you can succeed. It's deeper than that. It's about knowing, like really knowing deep down in your core that you have what it takes. Think of it like the driving force behind a machine.
You've got all the parts, all the potential, but you need that spark.
Exactly. You have these amazing tools, your talents, your skills, your experiences, all that, but they're useless without that driving force.
So you're saying it's like having a Ferrari. It's a beautiful machine, but without the key, it's going nowhere.
Exactly. It's about tapping into that power consciousness, aligning your thoughts, your beliefs, even your subconscious mind with your desired outcome.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. It's about embodying that desire, almost like you already possess it.
You got it.
But how do we actually cultivate this power consciousness?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds great in theory, but how do we convince our subconscious to get on board with our goals?
Well, Wattles argues that we achieve this through something he calls perfecting function. It's about going above and beyond in our current situation, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem.
So instead of fantasizing about being the CEO, I should be, what, like the best intern ever?
Yes, precisely. You master the task at hand, you exceed those expectations, you use that momentum to move forward.
So even in those, seemingly small, everyday things, there's an opportunity to unlock that potential.
Absolutely. And, he uses this really fascinating example to illustrate this point. Have you ever noticed how squirrels, how they eventually evolved into flying squirrels?
I mean, I've seen them glide, yeah. Never really made that connection.
Right. It wasn't by wishing for wings, It was about maximizing their abilities in their current environment. They were constantly leaping, pushing their limits.
So to reach that next level, we have to become masters of where we are right now. But then how do we translate that mastery into tangible steps forward? How do we avoid getting stuck in this perfecting phase without ever actually, taking off, so to speak?
That's where his concept of constructive use comes in. He uses this really powerful metaphor of turning a peanut stand into a department store.
Okay, I'm listening.
Mm.
How does a peanut stand become a bustling department store?
It all starts with that clear vision. Let's say you're that peanut vendor and you have this dream of owning this thriving department store. You're not just selling peanuts, are you?
Right, you're not just going through the motions.
You're observing customers, you're studying the market, you're always learning, and all while still delivering excellent service at that little peanut stand.
So every action, every interaction
Yeah.
is a stepping stone to that bigger vision. You're building something.
Exactly. You're honing your skills, expanding your knowledge, creating opportunities that wouldn't even be there if you were just kind of, sitting around waiting for a department store to fall into your lap.
Right. Yeah, it's like you're laying the groundwork.
Exactly.
So it's really powerful, this idea of taking something small, like a peanut stand, and turning it into something so much bigger.
And it really highlights this key idea that Wattles keeps coming back to, growth. Real growth. It's not this giant leap.
Yeah, it's not like you just suddenly arrive.
It's those small steps, taken with purpose.
So it's about consistency,
Yeah.
focusing on those daily actions, even if they don't seem like, huge leaps forward.
Exactly. And the thing is, you can apply this to anything.
So even if, let's say, someone isn't thrilled about their current job, there's still room for that,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, absolutely. Even if it's not your dream job.
Right.
There are always lessons to be learned, skills to hone. You can even make some valuable connections.
It's about perspective, really, isn't
It
it?
really is.
It's like that old saying, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Exactly. You don't just teleport to your destination.
Right. It's step by step.
You have to be present in each one.
And Wattles is saying that how we approach those steps, like with what kind of energy, what attitude, it all makes a difference.
Think back to perfecting function.
Okay.
It's not just about our dream job.
Right. It's about right now.
It's about exceeding expectations wherever we are, bringing that surplus energy to every situation.
And that's what fuels us. That's what gets us to that next level.
Precisely.
But how do we stay motivated when when it feels tough, when we're feeling stuck? How do we keep that power consciousness, that engine, running even when things get a little bumpy?
That's where this idea of cultivating abundance comes in.
Okay, abundance. I like that.
It's about shifting your focus. Instead of dwelling on what you lack, you focus on what you already have.
You're focusing on the good.
Exactly. Gratitude, it's a powerful thing.
It's so easy to get caught up in what's missing.
It really is. But when you shift that
You
focus,
didn't realize you have a lot, maybe even more than you thought.
and even when things are tough, even when you're facing challenges,
You can find something to be grateful for.
there's always something there, some good to be found.
So it's not just about this feeling, this sense of gratitude. It's also about action. Right?
Absolutely. It has to be more than just a feeling.
Right.
It has to impact how you act in the world.
So how does that work? I mean, how do we translate that sense of abundance into, tangible action?
Wattles talks about this idea of giving back, of contributing to the well-being of others.
It's about recognizing that we're interconnected, that our success is part of something larger.
It's not just about, what we can get.
It's about what we can give.
Exactly. And that's a really key point because, true success, it's not just about material things. It's about aligning our actions with our values.
So finding that sweet spot where our passions and the needs of the world intersect.
And Wattles doesn't shy away from the spiritual side of this idea of success.
Right.
He talks about how true fulfillment, it doesn't just come from, possessions or achievements. It's deeper than that.
It's like they say, money can't buy happiness.
Exactly.
It's about tapping into something more, something beyond our ego.
Yeah, aligning ourselves with something bigger than ourselves. It's about connecting with that part of us that wants to contribute, to make a difference,
To leave things a little better than we found them. But how do we actually tap into that? I mean, it sounds a little vague, right?
Well, Wattles would say it starts from within. You got to cultivate this inner awareness.
Okay, so what, like meditation?
Not necessarily, but being present,
Yeah.
Pay attention to your thoughts, your feelings, those little sparks of inspiration.
It's like those moments when you read something
Yeah, a book, a quote.
and it just clicks.
Exactly. And you feel this surge of connection, right, to yourself, to something bigger.
Yeah, like it was meant for you.
Wattles believed we all have this inner compass, this intuition that guides us toward what really matters.
We just have to listen to it.
Yeah.
But what about when we feel lost, when we're not sure what our purpose is or how to even start aligning our actions with it?
It's a journey, right? It's not like you wake up one day and bam, you've got it all figured out.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's okay to not have all the answers.
Right.
The important thing is to stay open to new experiences, learn from our mistakes, and trust that the path, it'll reveal itself along the way.
It's about the journey, not the
Yeah.
destination. So we're all just explorers then.
In a way, yeah. And remember, we don't have to do it alone. Wattles talks about the importance of surrounding yourself with supportive people, people who lift you up.
Your tribe,
Exactly. Because when you're surrounded by that kind of positive energy, it makes a world of difference.
it's powerful stuff. It's like Wattles is giving us permission to go after what we want,
Mm-hmm.
not waiting for some external validation, but realizing we already have everything we need within ourselves.
Exactly. And, he says it best. You can do what you want to do, and it is the purpose of the universe that you should do it.
That's a powerful thought to end on. So to our listeners, as you go about your day, remember that. Embrace your potential, trust the journey, and never stop believing in the power of your own dreams. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It would be a great source of help to maintain and develop this channel and the correlated website. This book overview was presented to you by olbooksummary.com. Are you interested in more insights into personal development books or motivational and inspirational books? Please visit olbooksummary.com and you will find a library of the most helpful self-development and human character development books overviews. See you soon with the next books overview video.